It was a violent weekend, though, around the Denver area. And today we learned 2 teenagers shot in Northglenn this weekend have died. And in 3 separate instances, police pulled their guns and fired.
Yeah, a group of community leaders met at the Capitol to call for accountability after police shootings this weekend. One man was killed after Aurora police shot him on an RTD bus. Police say the man threatened people with a large knife. Aurora police say an Arapahoe County Sheriff's deputy responded to a disturbance call at a halfway house on Sunday. He intended to take the man into custody. He chose to wait until Aurora police arrived for backup. The suspect moved to a corner store where robbery calls started to come in. When Aurora police arrived, the man got into an RTD bus. That's where officers confronted him. They tased him and sent a canine to confront him, but that didn't work. Aurora police say 2 different officers shot the suspect shortly after that. He died at University Hospital. We do not know yet who this man is, but police say he was part of a work release program. There were other people on the bus, but nobody else was hurt. The 2 officers involved in the shooting are on standard administrative leave. A critical incident response team is investigating.
Boulder police continue to search for 2 people involved in a shooting on the Hill at CU over the weekend. Police tell us it happened early yesterday morning. They say there was some kind of an argument and people started shooting. Police got there about 1:30 in the morning, shot someone in the arm. It happened just a few blocks from fraternity houses, sorority houses, and some off-campus housing. In cases like these, the school shares alerts from the lead agency, Boulder PD. CU police said there was no indication of any threat to the campus, so students were not notified of the shooting. Several CU students say this weekend's shootout is the latest in a series of violent incidents on University Hill.
The head of a private security company that works parties on the Hill says armed groups of people have been coming to the area practically every weekend. The head of Rocky Mountain Security says the armed groups try to break into fraternities, steal things, and start fights. And they've become more aggressive. Rocky Mountain security guards say they've told police they've been threatened with knives and guns. Fraternity members say their houses are considering canceling events this weekend to avoid attracting attention.
I shouldn't have to call my mom at 3:30 in the morning on the verge of tears just because these people keep coming up to Boulder every weekend, trying to cause harm.
A Boulder police spokesperson says data shows an increase in weapons, shootings, and menacing calls in the Hill area. The spokesperson says it's a complicated issue that is still being analyzed. She says the department conducted specific operations on the Hill when students returned to campus because of this increasing crime.
Police say that 2 juveniles shot in a backyard in Northglenn died. They were shot yesterday.
Yeah, Northglenn police say they broke a fence to get into a homeowner's backyard. What happened next is unclear, but police say there was a shootout between the homeowner and the young boys. 9 News crime and justice reporter Matt Jablow is following. Matt, do we expect any charges against the homeowner here?
Jeremy, at this point, we simply don't know. No word on possible charges against the homeowner. At this point, Northglenn police will only say that the homeowner is cooperating with their investigation. It happened around 2 o'clock Sunday in the 11,000 block of Pearl Street in Northglenn. Police say 2 boys younger than 18 broke a fence, got into the backyard of a home. According to police, the homeowner then approached the boys. There was an exchange of gunfire and both boys were hit and later died. 9 News legal expert Scott Robinson says Colorado's so-called Make My Day law, which allows residents to use deadly force against intruders, does not apply to the homeowner in this case because the boys never entered the house. But Robinson says the homeowner could still avoid charges under the state's self-defense laws.
If you reasonably believe that you need to use deadly force to protect yourself from serious bodily injury or death, you are free to use deadly force and need not retreat.
Northglenn police said the incident was connected to a burglary in the same area. The names of the 2 boys who were killed have not yet been released. Kim and Jeremy.
All right, thank you, Matt, for following.
Still a lot to sort out on all of these cases. So much we need to learn.
Yeah, a lot of shootings over the weekend.